lc.blogspot.com, and it is finally autumn. It's my favorite season of the year, and not just because it's my birthday, but because I love every single thing about it. When the weather finally changes and it gets a little bit cooler, and the fall leaves, the colors, scarves, all the fall drinks, which, by the way, did you see this tutorial from my blog? Pumpkin everything. I personally collect pumpkins. I know you guys might think that's weird, which is why I'm not going to show you. So what else? Moving on. I happen to love everything about fall, just in case you didn't get that. And of course, I love the makeup for fall, which is what I am sharing today. Regardless of your beauty interest level, regardless of your budget, I've got a little bit of something for everybody. So I have high-end stuff, I have drugstore alternatives, but remember, these are my favorites. So what I want you to do is to personalize these and make them your own. So don't worry if you can't find the exact shade or brand that I'm using. I want you to find what works for you. So maybe you need to go a little bit lighter or darker, find your personal preference. And I hope you guys really enjoy my beauty fall favorites. Nail polishes are the easiest way, and possibly really inexpensive way, to be on trend when it comes to fall colors. So I already did a video, which I hope you guys have checked out, but if not, I'll link to it below, where I share all of my polish favorites. But if you made me narrow it down to three, these are the three that I love. First, I love a darker jewel tone. And one that is so gorgeous is Skirting the Issue from Essie. This is from last year's collection, but think wine, Bordeaux, oxblood, the dark burgundy, these kinds of colors, and it's just beautiful. Next, I like a dark brown. So this is Revlon's Hot for Chocolate. And as you can see, it's just a dark brown, because I personally don't wear black a lot, so this is one that still kind of is dark and mysterious. And for a neutral, I have NYC in Park Avenue. This is Skirting the Issue, which, as you can see, this is just one coat, and then you can build it up to this. So don't think that it's going to be too dark for you. So we have that, and then we have Hot for Chocolate and NYC, which are pretty close. Oops. So next up we have eyeshadow, and one of my favorite palettes that I recommend to you guys every year is Comfort Zone by Wet n Wild. You have your greens, you have your neutrals, you have your darker colors, and for around $4 or $5, you can get a lot of versatile looks. However, I like to go a little bit darker and smokier, which is kind of what I have on today. I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but two that I love would be from Studio Gear. I love all of them, but two that I own would be a Study in Taupe, which is this one, and then I have a Study in Mauve or Mauve, depending on how you pronounce it. So they're gorgeous. And I have a 10% coupon on my blog if you want to check these out. Just look on the left-hand side. So I have a Study in Taupe on my left eye, but what if you want something that's a drugstore alternative? Then you've got to go to Maybelline and pick up these quads. This is Natural Smokes from the Stylish Smokes. I have literally purchased this one 3 times, and that's what I'm wearing on this eye, but it's gorgeous. Look how gorgeous those colors are. Then I have Designer Chocolates, which is kind of similar to the mauve one. And speaking of Maybelline, any of their eye studio quads, like this one, this is in Copper Chic. They have limited edition ones for fall. These are gorgeous and very pigmented. Next up we have blush, and think of your plums and your berries. And two that I love that are high-end are Desert Rose from MAC, which is very pigmented and gorgeous, and I have Cabana Boy from The Balm. But for drugstore alternatives, you can't beat Wet n Wild. These are 3 that I love, starting off with Heather Silk, which is just a very dark berry color. Mellow Wine, which I wear this one year-round. And then Berry Shimmer. I don't see Berry Shimmer that often, and it's very pigmented, but you can build this up as much as you want to. And it has just a slight bit of a gold sheen. So if you are in a warmer climate perhaps, you can easily pull this off, even though it's a darker color, because of that sheen. Autumn, I love wearing dark, bold lip colors, as you can see today, but I know that they're not going to work for everyone, because maybe you're just not into bold colors, or maybe your budget just doesn't allow it. Like, why spend a lot of money for something that you're only going to wear a couple of months out of the year? Don't worry, I've got you covered. Start off with lip liner. So this is the easiest way to kind of dip your toe into darker colors. So go to the drugstore. I have Jordana, I have Wet n Wild, I have Prestige. NYX makes some great lip liners. What you'll do is you'll take one, you'll outline your lip and then completely fill it in. You've got to fill it in. And then take a lip liner, just pop it on top, and you have an easy fall lip where you don't have to spend a lot of money, but you can still be on trend if you want. If you want to step it up a notch, you've got to go for a lip crayon. And I've already talked about these in depth on my blog. I've gone through and reviewed all of them, but I would recommend Revlon, Jordana, or Neutrogena. So what you'll do is, just like you think you would, take it, put it on your lips, apply it. If that's still too bold of a color for you, take a clean finger and then simply pat on the color and kind of blend it in that way for just a little bit of a darker stain. If you like bold lips but you don't like the matte look, then I would really suggest getting a Maybelline Color Whisper in a dark fall color, or the Revlon Lip Butters. This is in Raspberry Pie, which is just a gorgeous darker color, a gorgeous berry color. And this is Red Velvet, just a beautiful moisturizing crimson color. This is Raspberry Pie, and this is Red Velvet. If you want to go super dark and very bold, then you've got to get Black Cherry from Revlon. And this is one of those that completely ended up in my basket by accident. I'm convinced to this day that I bought something else. But as you can see, it's really dark, it's bold, but it's very, very buildable, kind of like with the polish that I showed you at the beginning. So this is what it looks like wearing it in its full intensity. So it's a beautiful plum color. But you can see how you can just really sheer that out and make it super wearable. If you don't have acne prone skin or you don't have sensitive skin, you can even use this as a cream blush. Finally, Crimson Lips, what I'm wearing today, and my favorite one is number 18 by Burberry. Thank you, Tristan, for sending me this. It's gorgeous, it's dark, it's mysterious, and that's what it looks like swatched. Some great drugstore alternatives would be from Kate Moss for Rimmel line. So this is number 1 from her, and this is number 11. She also has a matte line. Those will be in red tubes, but this is what they look like swatched. So this is Burberry, this is number 1, and this is number 11. And I do have a post on my blog that you can search on how to find which red works best for you. So those are my beauty fall favorites. I can't wait to see what you guys share with me in the comments below. So leave me links to your posts, your videos, and I can check those out. Have a great, wonderful autumn. Be safe, behave, and be well. Love, Elle. Bye.